Some ideas are so powerful, they travel the world. These are the places where they began. When people think of the American West, they think of Monument Valley because of what Hollywood created. For nearly a century, it's appeared on screens across the globe, shaping how the West is imagined.
Out here, John Wayne, John Ford filmed She Wore a Yellow Ribbon, Stagecoach, one of the originals.
Just 5 hours north of Phoenix, Arizona, Monument Valley is in the Navajo tribal park on the border of Arizona and Utah.
The valley and the beauty of it, it's like a sacred place to be.
As a photographer and film lover, Monument Valley feels familiar, like a memory. I'm here to understand how it became the symbol of the American West for people around the world. It started with the vision of one man, a local trader named Harry Goulding.
John Ford was wanting to film Stagecoach, and he was looking for this monumental place for this breakout film star, John Wayne. Harry Goulding heard about it. He had a photographer take some pictures, and with his last $60, they took off to Hollywood, somehow got a meeting with John Ford.
No way.
And showed him Monument Valley. John Ford saw the photos and was sold instantly, and within 2 weeks, they started filming Stagecoach. This is John Wayne's cabin. This picture right here is the one that was done right outside. This is down in the valley where they had built the fort structure, because this is one of the Mittens.
The Mitten, yeah.
And then this shot here, this is actually right out in front.
So I'm literally looking at...
You're looking where we're standing there right now.
Monument Valley wasn't shaped by what was built here, but by what endured. Over hundreds of millions of years, wind and water carved this landscape into the forms the world now instantly recognizes. There is nowhere else like it. And that rarity is why filmmakers have returned here again and again.
Right over there, straight ahead of us, that's where they did the searchers. And then if you look that way, towards the totem pole, you did 2001 Space Odyssey, Back to the Future Part 3, National Lampoon's Vacation.
I didn't realize that so many modern day films also use this space.
Long before the film crews arrived, the Navajo people were the keepers of this land, and they remain its guardians today. Richie is my guide and is leading me beyond the famous film locations into parts of the valley that carry a different energy.
I feel like this is an amazing place to come and escape the world a little bit in a natural space.
We are very fortunate that we listen to nature. That's also what we say. We like to listen to nature. Can you hear the echoes inside this cave?
Yeah.
Oh, check this out. This is a little song. It's like a prayer protection song. Here we go.
For many Navajo people, the history of filmmaking here is personal. I'm meeting Effie Yazzie, a Navajo elder whose parents worked on the John Ford film shot in Monument Valley in the 1930s.
I met King Eastwood right underneath the totem pole. He goes, "You girls ever watch TV?" And we look at each other and go, "What is TV?" John Wayne and John Ford talked to my mom and said, "Hey, can you be included with the movies?" And she said, "Yeah." She was in the Searcher and Cheyenne Autumn. They were using a lot of her horses. My dad got involved. Pretty soon, they wanted a child in one of the movies, so that's how I was included.
So in other words, the film industry kind of created a lot of potential opportunities out here in the valley.
Yes.
What Effie came to know as ordinary, the world would later see as iconic. Hollywood, woven into the fabric of growing up in the valley.
It was just like, oh, they're making film.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Richie takes me to meet his brother Harold and Harold's son Levi to catch part of what they call the Dreamcatcher Tour, an experience shaped by culture and connection to the land.
So is that bread? What is?
Fried bread.
Fried bread, okay, cool. And this is kind of a traditional
Navajo taco.
Wow.
The grass dance is a tradition originating with the Plains Native Indians that the Navajo have adopted as well.
Grass dance is common among Native Americans. It was one of the rituals that we had. That's how people were told not to fight among each other and all that. Some of the regalias are passed on from generation to generation and into our present day.
Spending time in the valley and to experience it alongside the Navajo who grew up here is to understand that you're not arriving at a film location, you're entering a living landscape. I came here searching for the truth behind one of the world's most famous film locations. What makes Monument Valley so iconic isn't just how it looks, but the people who call it home. It didn't become the symbol of the American West by chance. Hollywood returns here again and again because there is simply nowhere else like it.